Good morning, this is Bulbul Thapliyal and this is the world this morning from our New Delhi studios. Here are the top headlines for the day. Putin's priority target threat, Russia vows to target Western tanks in Ukraine. North Korea warns of dangerous situation as it makes rare United Nations Security Council statement. Guatemalan democracy in peril after leading party suspended. Kenyan government cracks down on protesters after deadly riots. Thousands of UK doctors begin longest strike in National Honour Society NHS history. United Nations experts call on Ethiopia to stop deporting Eritreans. India set to launch Chandrayaan 3 and aims to land near Moon's South Pole. The Federal Trade Commission investigates OpenAI over potential consumer protection violations. Kevin Spacey testifies in London court, says he's crushed by sexual assault allegations. Now, news in detail. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned the Western supplies of new weapons to Ukraine will be a priority target for Russian forces. He made the comments in an interview with state television on Thursday after NATO leaders agreed to provide Ukraine with more military assistance. Putin said that the Western weapons are fueling the conflict and will not change the outcome of the war. North Korea made a rare statement at the United Nations Security Council on Wednesday, warning that it will continue to develop its nuclear and missile programs in response to what it sees as hostile policies from the United States and its allies. The statement came during a meeting of the Security Council to discuss the latest missile launch by Pyongyang. Guatemalan democracy is under threat after the country's top prosecutor suspended the second largest political party just weeks before a presidential runoff election. The move has been condemned by the opposition leaders and human rights groups, who fear it is an attempt to rig the election. Kenyan authorities have arrested over 300 people following violent protest on Wednesday that saw critical infrastructure vandalized and several people killed. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki said that the government would not tolerate any further violence and that those responsible would be brought to justice. Thousands of UK doctors have begun a 24-hour strike in protest at government plans to impose a new contract on them. The strike is the longest in the National Honour Society's history and is expected to have a significant impact on hospitals across the country. The doctors say that the new contract will lead to job cuts and longer waiting times for patients, while the government has said that it is necessary to improve efficiency and patient care. A group of United Nations experts condemned Ethiopia's recent deportation of hundreds of Eritreans, calling it a summary expulsion that violates international law. The experts also called on Ethiopia to halt the arbitrary detention of Eritrean refugees, asylum seekers, and migrants. They said that deporting these individuals without conducting an individual risk assessment could put them at risk of torture or enforced disappearance. India is set to launch its third moon mission Chandrayaan 3 on Friday, July 14th. The mission aims to be the first to land near the Moon's South Pole, which is thought to be rich in water ice. Chandrayaan 3 will also carry a number of scientific instruments to study the Moon's surface and atmosphere. The Federal Trade Commission (FTC) is investigating ChatGPT, a large language model owned by OpenAI, over concerns that the chatbot may be giving users false or misleading information. The FTC is reportedly looking into whether OpenAI has adequately disclosed the limitations of its chatbot and whether it is adequately protecting users from harmful content. Kevin Spacey, the Oscar-winning actor, testified in London court on Thursday, denying 12 charges of sexual assault and other offences. Spacey said that he was crushed by the allegations, which he called false and inaccurate. The trial is expected to last for several weeks and is closely being watched by the entertainment industry, as it is one of the most high-profile sexual assault cases to go to trial in recent years. These were the top news headlines for today. Stay tuned to Democracy News Live for more news updates.